Like, other cultures just know that. But when I say it, niggas in the comments like, what this lazy bitch talking about? My role, how do I know what part I'm playing in anything?
Other countries looking for women to turn them into submissive wives because apparently they have been unable to do that to black women. You know why you're there. And some of them are trying to get out of these, some of them are really bad countries. So if they see your American passport, they might agree to marry you. But guess what? As soon as they come back here and they get that green card, they are out.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to make sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Alright guys, I'm going to hop right into this now. Today, we have a video where another African sister tries to deter passport bros from traveling. We're going to get into that, but guys, without further ado, let's hop right into it.
Black people are the only people that talk about money in relationships.
It's crazy.
Because other cultures just know the man is going to be the caretaker or the provider. Like, other cultures just know that. But when I say it, niggas in the comments like, what this lazy bitch talking about?
No, that's not true. That's not true. Even look at the woman that bring up 90 Day Fiance, right? The woman love to bring it up where you have a bunch of white guys talking about 50-50. No. A lot of guys are saying 50-50. It's not just black people. Look, I can't sit back and let you demean black men like that. That's why guys are saying that in the comments. Because what you're saying doesn't make sense. You didn't even look at any statistics or anything. So if statistics say that, it's a lie. Because there's clearly tons of people from other cultures, especially white, that are saying they want a woman to go 50-50. That's just what they're used to, right? And let me see what she says here. It says, ladies says blacks are the only people that talks about money and relationships. Other cultures just know that men are going to be the caretakers and providers. That's just not true. And that's why this is exactly, a woman like her, it's exactly why the manosphere was started, right? Because she's trying to bash black men, because who else is complaining, right, about money? The black woman complaining to black men. So you can't let you go with that. We can let that ride. Let me let her finish.
Every other culture understands the man is the provider and the woman is a nurturer. That's not even a conversation that they have because they already know it. They grow up knowing that. People are the only people that see our moms do more than our dads, and so we have a reverse thinking about it. We think, oh, well, my mom did it so I could do it, or my mom did it so she can do it. That's why so many black women are unmarried, because we don't have roles.
No excuses.
Gender roles are not a bad thing in marriage. Huh? Everyone needs to have their, if I don't know my role, how do I know what part I'm playing in anything?
What are you talking about?
Sure. When you're on a basketball team, everybody has their position. Everybody has their role. You need to know what your role is. And a woman's role is the nurturer, and if you have kids, the caregiver, and the man's role is the provider, and he brings in the money.
Now, would you honestly date a man who is making $25 an hour or $21 an hour?
I personally wouldn't, because I make more than that. So I wouldn't want that. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. It's not like, you know, I'm shutting that down for anybody else. It's just like for me personally, because, you know, I do make, I'm not.
He brings in the money and the woman manages it, and that's how the household's supposed to run.
This is why I have zero sympathy for women like you who will find yourself at the end of life. I hope you find a bench or a nice tent to live in.
He cold.
I'll tell you why.
Would you wish?
Excuse me. I'll tell you. I would tell.
Why? No, excuse
don't
me.
Don't talk. No problem. Don't
somebody to
see,
live
this
in
is what I'm telling you. Because your stupid ass thinks you're better than you are.
The tradition in black culture is killing relationships. That's the main thing, right?
Let's finish this conversation.
No, it's not in black culture. It's a Western culture. That's what it is. Now, you do have a lot of women from other nationalities in Western culture that get it, but it's not 100%. Argument null and void. Let me continue.
Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education.
This woman is 100% correct. I am a Thai woman, raised and born in Thailand by Thai parents, and I can guarantee that I have no education and cannot speak English at all. So the fact that you are hearing my English right now is because I'm using an AI to translate my tribal Kuku Gaga language into English so you can understand me. And in fact, I'm not even the one doing it myself because I don't even know what an AI is. So that the white man right beside me who doing all this for me.
Got him!
She's stupid. Well, yeah, you know, and I see why guys like Taiwan, right? I told my wife that today. That cute funniness. It's why I see people with Thai girls, and it's like you just laugh hearing them talk. It's just funny when they speak English, right? And they're very comical too, as you see. Very feminine and delicate. That's why guys are traveling. Let me go on to the next video.
Good time.
So yeah, she clearly showed with that feminine and delicate, and yeah, it was a little bit more than that, but you get what I'm saying. Let me go on to the next video.
African woman responds to passport brothers.
If you're not a passport brother, you can either scroll or send this to a brother you know is a passport brother. If you do not know who a passport brother is, it's apparently a group of black men who get a passport to specifically go to other countries looking for women to turn them into submissive wives, because apparently they have been unable to do that to black women and they have a problem with that. So I am making this video just as a little word of caution, and let's get into it in today's episode of...
And we can't turn them into submissive wives. They have to already be like that.
Exactly!
Somewhat. Or it can happen, but you get what I'm saying.
Africans, aliens, and animals with me, singer-rapper Sonia Grace.
I've seen videos of, you know, these passport brothers going to Brazil, to Africa, to the Middle East, to Asian countries, Eastern European countries in search of submissive wives because they see how strong the patriarchy over there is and they want to turn those women's oppression into their own fetish. It's so sick to even think about it.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I said this in a previous video and I'm saying it again. Just because women in like Iran or Sudan or Mozambique have been subjugated by the patriarchy there doesn't mean that you can enjoy those spoils. If you go to those countries...
How are we turning women's oppression into a fetish? You would think guys are going to places where like to Beirut.
Everett, you are well.
Shh, do not speak.
Guys are not going to war-ridden countries to find women. Women are not oppressed in Brazil. Women are not oppressed in the Philippines. Women are not oppressed in Thailand and Dominican Republic. Yeah, you may have some women that are poor, but they're poor women everywhere. Stop it with your nonsense.
Facts.
And do those things, there will be a lot of consequences, because remember, there are a lot of countries that do not like black people, and you show up trying to subjugate their women, it is not going to end well for you. In addition to not having the complexion for protection in these countries, is that those women, they...
How are we showing up trying to subjugate their women? Man, feminism, man. It's there heavy. But you know what it is, right? In a lot of African countries, they have such a grasp on the English language. Like, Africa is a soft landing for a guy, right? If a guy goes to Africa, he most likely doesn't have to learn the language, right? Because they speak English, just like going to the Philippines. And just like going to even some Southeast Asian countries. There's, like, if you're in the cities of Singapore and the city of Malaysia and the city of a lot of these countries, they're going to speak English fluently. But you already see what comes with that too. This mindset sometimes comes with it. So it's dangerous. So tread carefully out there.
Know why you're there. And some of them are trying to get out of these, you know, some of them are really bad countries. So if they see your American passport, they might agree to marry you. But guess what? As soon as they come back here and they get that green card, they are out.
And women like you is the reason why they're getting it. Because y'all do sound language. Shaming, insulting, guilt, and need to be right all the time.
Some of them will stick around to bring their relatives and, you know, get a few benefits, but they are out. So that submissive, it's a hustle, really, and they're hustling you. Others might be robbers or decoys to come rob you. And in some countries, even if you go with $5, it goes a long way. So you might not have any airfare to get home.
You assume too much.
And if by chance you get that submissive wives, because of the hold the patriarchy has on some of these countries, they're gonna expect a dowry, bride price, bride wealth, which means you are gonna have to prove that you can provide. They want receipts of your wealth, and coming from America won't cut it if you don't have the cash.
You've never traveled.
See, in America, you like to bully black women into agreeing to this 50-50 thing, but in these countries, 50-50, it is not a thing. They will expect you to provide fully.
Always. Why is that the answer? Always with the 50-50.
Here's the thing. Telling black women the truth has a high cost. And some people think they can pay it, but you'll know the first time you tell the truth what happens, the blowback. When we talk about I can't be feminine because I got to work too hard, then I look at these women who come into this country illegally. How come Jose can stand out in front of Home Depot and Maria can be a dishwasher, but he comes home and he gets treated like a king and they're broke? And see, here's the net of it. Okay, let's just take the argument. You're right. Black men can't provide. We're behind. We're poor leaders. Then where are the non-black men rushing to marry you in droves?
And women look at what's happening on 90 Day Fiancé and say all Americans want to go 50-50. Guys already know their dollars go so much further in these countries, even a lot of African countries. Guys are not thinking about 50-50. They don't have to. If your money's 5, 6, 7 times over, what's the whole point? Right? That's like a guy computed the other day in one of my other videos, right? Because I'm in the Philippines right now. He said, I take my 50,000 to the Philippines. That's 2.8 million pesos. Do you know what you can get? How you can live with 2.8 million pesos a year? You're super rich. You're in the 1 percentile since you step foot in the Philippines. In the 1 percentile. You're rich. You step in these countries, you're rich. You don't need to go 50-50. And there's guys I would suggest to do it. There's guys that go to these countries that can provide for the whole family if they wanted to. As long as they keep people at a limit, yes. And not letting them live like fat rats, yes. A guy can go to a country and provide for the whole family. I definitely would suggest it.
Even if they're educated and they have money. Put down that passport, apologize to black women, and Google therapists in your area, and I will see you in the next episode of African.
You know what she said? Put down your passport. Apologize to black woman. Go see your nearest therapist. Why? It's like she looked at the playbook of what a woman is saying and said the same thing. Why does something always have to be wrong with us? You can't see the problem? Are we blind? That shows that you're the problem as well. If you can't see the problem with the points guys are making, that's a problem. It's so good. It's so good. You want to know why? Because guys realize
This is the way.
Passport, bro. Cash for no. It's more to life, even dealing with you.